Your quality of life is to the degree of the amount of uncertainty that you can comfortably live with. See, growth lies in the dance between chaos and order, just like this yin yang right here, baby. We got the yin and the yang. We got chaos and order. Order is your degree of certainty, your degree of comfortability, that you have a degree of certainty in your relationship, a degree of certainty in your career, in your business, in your living situation, in your environment, whatever it is. So you have a degree of certainty. That's the yang, right? That's order, that's certainty, right? Then you have a degree of chaos, a degree of uncertainty, variety, right? The yin, right? Of the land of the unknown, a city that you've never lived in, a country that you never lived in, a place, an environment that you never went into, an industry you've never been in, a business you've never started, a relationship you never started, or maybe it's a degree of it's just the unknown territory, right? But if you want to grow, you can't just stay in order. You can't just stay in certainty, right? Because you're comfortable there. You already know what's up. You've already done it. You've already been there, and there's value in that 100%. You don't want to just be all chaos. You don't want to just be all uncertainty. You don't want to have a whole bunch of anxiety because you're constantly in territories you're unfamiliar with people you don't know, and environments you don't know, and businesses you don't know, right? You're in all this degree of uncertainty, right? You don't want to completely be there. It's a dance. It's a balance between the yin and the yang, chaos and order, certainty and uncertainty. We need both, right? And depending on who you are, if you're Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, you're Donald Trump, you're Elon Musk, you're Jeff Bezos, you're Mark Zuckerberg, whoever you are, right? These people are high risk type of people. They're willing to dance in chaos. They're willing to take more risks. They're willing to be in more uncertainty, right? Versus if you're more of a personality type that, values comfort, that values being in order, that values certainty. That makes sense that you be more on that. But we both need both. Obviously, it's depending on who you are and your personality. We're all individuals and we're all different and unique and special in so many ways. But we all both need both certainty and uncertainty variety. We all need order and we all need chaos. We all need yang and we all need yin, right? But the quote is from Tony Robbins: your quality of life is the degree of the uncertainty that you can comfortably live with. Why? Because if you're going to grow in life, you're going to try new things. You're going to take risks. You're going to expand your relationship. You're going to travel to new cities, new countries, new states. You're going to explore different parts of your career, different business sectors in your career, in your profession, in your business. You're going to tap into different markets. You're going to network with different types of people. You're going to enter into different types of conversations. You're going to learn new things, right? Because if you're, this is the balance, the chaos and order is like the Democrats, progressives being Democrat is a lot of times strive this progressive. We're progressive, right? That can be seen as more chaos, trying new things, right? If you see more conservatives, Republicans, are they typically associated with? Being traditional, being like, hey, the old-fashioned way is the right way. We should just live like we did 50 years, 100, 200, 300 years ago. Things should be cookie cutter, just how it was back then. It's associated with more rigorous rules, constitution, religious Christian values, right? Typically, not always, right? There's black and white. I'm not saying no black and white. Things are more complex than that, of course. That's just the generality around these, right? But we need both. That's why we have the two-party system, right? We need both conservative and progressive, right? And we need chaos and we need order, right? And again, based off your upbringing, your environment, your friends, your family, your personality, you're going to associate with being more Democratic or more Republican, more conservative or more progressive. You're going to be more chaos, more order. And I'm not just saying this isn't just political. This is religious, spiritual. This is personality. This is impacts. This is your career. This is your relationships. This is every single aspect of your life. But we need both. That's my whole point. So something for you to pray, journal, and meditate on is, what do you need more? Do you need more order in your life so you have less anxiety? Right? Do you need more certainty in your relationship? Do you need more certainty in your career? Do you need more certainty in your living situation? Or maybe you've been living too comfortable. You've been too certain. You've been too certain. You haven't explored enough. You need to expand yourself. You want to try new things, new places, new environments, new people, new networks, new industries, new parts of the marketplace, whatever it is. Maybe you need to learn new ideas, new philosophies, new ideas that are going to expand your consciousness, expand your mind, right? Because we need both. And a lot of times, if you're going to grow if you're wanting to grow as much as you possibly can in this life and grow so you can give to others, you need to push a little bit more on the chaos, a little bit more on the uncertainty, because it's the degree of uncertainty that you can comfortably live with, right? You're trying new things, you're meeting new people, you're exploring new ideas, you're learning more, right? You're doing all these different things. And it's going to allow you to grow because you're expanding the territory that you're playing in. And when you're going to learn more, so you can become more, and therefore you can contribute, you can serve, you can give more. Amen. Amen. All right, it's your boy DC, Devin Kripe, Coach DC, the greatest coach in the world. We're out here in Mission Viejo, California, Orange County, baby. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. And please, please pray, meditate, journal on this now. Reflect on this. What are your takeaways? Drop in the comments below. And most importantly, take action, because that is where the fruits come from. Peace.